So, yeah, this is home right now. But after talking about it, budgeting for it, planning it out, and then living very frugally for a couple years. Well, we did it. 40 acres in northern Nevada. Just a brisk 6.5-hour drive north of here to the property. We want to get there as soon as possible. Sabine. I know, but you gotta ignore him. So today I thought, as I clean this shit up, I'd give you a tour of the property, show you some of the more interesting parts of the 40 acres, and kind of talk through some of our plans on what we want to do with it. Now, if, like me, something is wrong with you, then the first thing you're pretty much required to do after purchasing your land is then spend thousands of additional dollars on audio and video equipment. I mean, if land is purchased in the wilds of Nevada and nobody is oogling it in 4K 60, do you even truly own it? And this is the property. There are 6 areas of note with some overflow into government land. It's 40 acres, or 1,742,400 square feet if you're nasty. So let's start right here with the location we're the most confident about, the aptly named House Hill. So, House Hill has unequivocally our best views. Those views include this amazing backdrop of the Osgood Mountains, the small but mighty Pole Creek, and my personal favorite, our spooky little rock formation. Wait, no, you can't be here. Okay, this is not the shot. Baby girl, I love you too. Get the fuck out of here. You know, there's not a tree on the 40 acres, but those rocks sold me. So yeah, House Hill has all the best views, and that's why it's where we'll build the house. Next up are the dens, and honestly, we don't really know what the dens are. But we know we have about 3 acres of pre-claimed territory. We started scouting the land in October and closed in February. So whatever's been living here has been in hibernation every time we've been out. But we're heading up again at the end of the month and hoping to catch the first glimpse of our would-be squatters. Whatever they are, I'm hoping that they're passive and that we can cohabitate. But if not, every problem's got a solution. So, let's talk about that creek. For those of you that troll the Homestead Reddit, you'll know that having a creek is all the rage right now. They're a rare find in Nevada, but we got lucky. Pole Creek doesn't flow very close to House Hill, but you can clearly hear the water babbling from the hilltop. Athena and I both want a wraparound porch, and I think the creek will add a nice soundtrack to whatever we're doing up there. You're not in the scene? No, I know. This has nothing to do with you, though. Come on, you. There's not much else to say about Pole Creek. It's one of the top 3 things that sold us on the property. The other 2 being the rock formation and, surprisingly, the county-maintained access road. It's awesome. It's like we have our own exit.
Rivers winding round words in my head. Shivering pines say that summer is dead. Chest feels hollow and my hands are numb.
Belly Bones is next.
My best to swallow all the things I've done.
The valley runs down between our two hills and slopes right up to the road.
You won't go back on the things that you said.
And from the drone, you can see that the water's already begun cutting a path through it. If left as is, eventually the water will start stripping the soil of what it needs. And no, it's not brand new. But we plan to do a berm and swell, and this will be the perfect place to start the first one.
From dust we came and dust we shall return.
So besides House Hill, we've also got Tiah Hills. It can look different at odd angles, but this is actually two hills. And both are capped with their own outcropping of rocks. Tiah Hills is the hill we own the most of, but it's not ideal for the forever home. It is where we plan to put whatever our temporary residence becomes, though. Whether that be an RV, several campers, or a mobile home, we're not sure yet.